I am Alekhya Nagamothu, mentor UPSC Civil Services exam. The recent Air India flight crash has shaken the nation. On 12th of June at 1:38 p.m., an Air India Boeing Dreamliner flight has taken off from Ahmedabad airport. Just after a few seconds, it has crash landed into the nearby hostel building of BJ Medical College. It took lives of 241 passengers on board and 28 students on ground. In the background of this tragic incident, let us try to understand a few definitions, aviation safety norms, and also organizations involved. Let's get started. Initial analysis and investigation suggests there might be a dual engine failure, incorrect flap, or a bird crash that has led to the incident. AAIB has commissioned a high level committee to look into this investigation. Let us also see few definitions here. A black box is present in all the flights and ships and is recovered after such incidents. It has a flight data recorder and a cockpit voice recorder. At the time of investigation, the data from the black box is retrieved. It consists of crew dialogue and all the flight parameters just before the incident. So it becomes easy to analyze what has happened in those last crucial minutes before the accident. We have all been hearing that a mayday call was made by the pilot and the connection was lost immediately. Mayday call is an emergency distress call that is made by air carriers and also ships to notify the ground station about a life threatening situation. There is also something called as a pan call. This is made in urgent scenarios but not life threatening situations. Knowing these basic things, let us try to break down the aviation safety. Was there a technical fault in the Boeing flight? Recently, after the incident, also a video has come into light wherein US Senator is questioning a higher official of Boeing about their flight safety norms and construction defaults. Were pre-flight safety checks really followed? Are the pilots really trained to handle such emergency situations? Are they trained to fly in all weather conditions, especially in cases like this, high pressure and low altitude situations? In order to answer all those questions, we will have to first understand what are the various organizations that are present in civil aviation and disaster management in India and what is the role of each one of them. DGCA is Directorate General of Civil Aviation. These are the persons who are responsible for giving permits to aircrafts and pilots. They also make sure that all the airports adhere to the ICAO norms, International Civil Aviation Organization. This was formed under the Chicago Convention that happened in 1944. Chicago Convention is signed by more than 190 countries today and is majorly responsible for the modern civil aviation. Even ICAO was formed under Chicago Convention. It is headquartered at Montreal. Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, AAIB, is responsible for conducting investigations. Now, AIB is also taking help of US and UK investigation bureaus by forming a high-level committee. The investigation is already in progress. Disaster Management Act 2005 takes care of natural and man-made disasters. It includes mitigation, prevention, preparedness, and response for India. In this situation, it is response to a man-made disaster. National Disaster Response Force, Central Industrial Safety Force, Central Reserve Police Force, Army, National Security Guard, Local municipal teams, including the police department and fire department, have come into action immediately and started rescue operation within minutes of the accident. Under the Disaster Management Act, there is National Disaster Management Authority at the central level under Prime Minister directly, and at state levels there is State Disaster Management Authority presided by the Chief Minister. Now, understanding all these organizations, these are the key questions. Was the airport emergency plan updated? Were hospitals prepared for mass casualty events? Was communication with victims' families effective? This is a test of governance in action, not just response, but also accountability. Let us now try to look a little beyond this event and understand what are the policy blind spots. Airspace safety, we have DGCA in place looking at the norms, making sure that we follow all ICAO norms. Pilot training, are our pilots overworked? Are they undertrained? Is there any special training given to the pilots to handle emergency situations? Urban airport planning. Why is there a hostel building very close to a crucial flight corridor? Maybe the ground casualties would have been avoided. Fuel management protocols. Preliminary reports tell us that it was a fully fueled Boeing flight. Were the protocols really followed? And who was ensuring that these protocols are properly followed? Black box data. DGCA, along with Airport Accident Investigation Bureau, takes care of analyzing the black box data. How about the transparency? Post crash analysis. It is a big question. Civil aviation in India is the third largest domestic international. Government is launching key schemes like Udan to improve the regional connectivity and also make air travel affordable. Indian government has a plan of increasing the economy by 20 trillion by 2047. This vision is really good. This tragedy underlines the dynamics in civil aviation policy, crisis governance, public accountability, and interagency synergy. Our deepest condolences to all those families who lost their loved ones in this tragic incident. Thank you.